Hey guys, so welcome back to another video of my channel. I'm going to be teaching guys how to correctly cook bacon. It's really not that hard, but I'm going to show you guys and show you my favorite sandwich, how to make it. So we're going to see how to do that real quick. Let me see real quick. Can't flip the camera. God damn it. Alright, we got bacon in there. So, what I do is, it's going to be hard to hear me. So, I'm using this kind of bacon. And so, pretty much what you do is, it's just easier to use a full slice of it. And if there's little ends like this, you want to cut it off. And you put just the whole thing in there, the whole piece, and it will shrink. It's not going to be as long as it looks. It's not going to be that long. It's going to be shorter, like maybe half the size of that. Pretty much all you do is you put it in the pan, and light it up, and it cooks pretty fast. I put it on the highest setting because it cooks really fast. So you just, I don't really burn mine. You know, maybe it's a little bit hard at sometimes, but they're very simple to cook. So it's kind of like a pancake. You just want to keep flipping it. If it, if you think it's done, check it. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because it's getting too high. So look, see? Oh my God, they're very hard to work with. That's what you want it to look like. When you flip it, perfect. You gotta watch it though, because they do cook fast and there's grease. You don't need to put anything in the pan. You can put pepper or whatever, but I don't. You know, that's just sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So you let that sit and just, let it keep doing the same thing over and over again until you want enough bacon. Like there's big pieces like this, and they're all the same. This is smoked bacon, so it's actually pretty good, I think, because I had it before. And then you want to get a paper towel, maybe a couple of them, because it is greasy and kind of a little bit hot. Hold it up. Yeah, these cook really fast, so it's not going to be a long video. I think that's pretty much done already. Ow! Fuck, that's hot. Yeah, bacon takes like usually maybe 4 minutes. Doesn't take that long. I'm gonna put some more in there. Another trick you guys can do, if there's grease in the pan, dump it in the sink where there's not water or anything, and it'll make it less greasy. So, another piece of bacon. It's pretty big, decent size, but it'll shrink when I put it in. So you want to put it in just like a piece of paper, pretty much, and it'll start cooking by itself, and it'll shrink. You need a spatula to move it around. You want to do that. Be careful because the grease does pop, but it doesn't really hurt that bad. It doesn't even really hurt at all. See that? Perfect. Perfect. I just started cooking bacon. I haven't been doing it for years and all that, but I do pretty good. So, you see, guys, how big that was. Now look how small it is. It's shrink. That is the fat on this side right here. You give it maybe a minute or two if it's on the highest setting, then flip it. Same thing to the other side, and take it out. You're done. I'll show you my sandwich I make, which is really good. It's really simple to make. Kind of like a grilled cheese with bacon and some other stuff, and bread and all that crap. Yeah, this one should be almost done. So I'm making 3 sandwiches, so I'm only going to show you how to make one of them, and then I'm going to cut the video. I'm going to stop it because you don't need to watch me make the same sandwich over and over again. You can just pause it, and that stuff. want to keep an eye on it though, because you kind of want your bacon a little bit crunchy, but not too much. You want to keep on it because it does cook really fast. I get it like just before it's done, or about to be done. I get it like right between it's cooking. Like I want it perfect. I don't want it like super hard and stuff like that, you know. Sometimes the bacon doesn't really cook the way you want it to, so you have to get a new piece or whatever. It does happen a lot. It's just because all the grease, you want to get rid of the grease. So if you have a grease trap, or you just dump it over the side, it's easier like that. Yeah, kind of messy, but you can also do it like on a skillet. It's like smoking. Hold on. Do it like a skillet like that. It's already on the stove. You know, you can do it that way too. That's easier. But if you're trying to make grilled cheese and all that stuff, and you want to do it separate, I recommend doing it separate. Like you do one, you know, grilled cheese in a pan, and the bacon on the skillet. That'll work, or vice versa, which is easier because then you're not having grease, you know, on your what's it called? On your sandwich. It's not gonna be that greasy, because you're gonna have the bacon and all that stuff mixed in it, and it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look burnt. The most important thing is to keep an eye on it. You want to keep an eye on it. Like I said, you can do the time of this video, and it will cook for that long of time and be done. So, not even half this video would be done. It cooks really fast, especially with these pans I have, and just normal pans. I don't know why, but they like to cook fast for some reason, but this one's just pretty much done. Yeah. Not the best, but I'm not terrible at it, so I'm gonna take you guys with me on this. So just want to dump it out, get all of that out, because it doesn't help it, only makes it worse. I'm gonna do maybe like 2 more because I'm only making 3 sandwiches, so. Ah, shit. Oh my god. I hate this bacon. Bacon is actually very, what's it called? Very, not really strong, so you gotta be careful and not be like me, being pulling it apart and shit. I'm trying to pull off one part of it and pull off almost all of it, so. And just throw this little stuff away. You don't really need it. That's just fat. It's all fat. You don't need the fat. You need the meat. And the bacon's gonna come a little bit curled and all that stuff, but you know, that's just, it's just how it cooked a little bit. You cook a lot of bacon in one pan, but I do like two strips at a time, just because, you know. See how long that is? It's gonna shrink. It's gonna shrink any minute. Oh, and if the 2 new subscribers are watching this, I appreciate you subscribing to me. May sound a little bit cringy or cheesy, but I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting, you know, anyone to subscribe. I haven't told anyone my channel to ask them to subscribe, so I appreciate you 2 that did. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys very much for that. So I'm doing a lot of mixtures of videos, and I don't really have a set thing I do. I don't really do pranks that much, you know. Couple, but not like public pranks or whatever. And here it is shrinking already. So you guys see how long it was. Now it's shrinking. It'll probably shrink more, but sometimes it depends, you know. Yeah, that's why I said you want to dump out the grease so it's not popping in your face. It doesn't really do that, but you want to be careful just in case, because it does shock a little bit if it does touch your skin.
You talk loud enough?
Huh?
Do you think you talk loud enough?
Yeah, I'm videoing. What do you mean talk loud enough? What are you talking about?
You're talking really loud.
Yeah, because of the fans and all that shit. And the TV.
And a dog.
And a dog. These two are almost done. Almost done. See, that is what you want. That. That's almost done. Okay. Alright. Yeah, the lower setting it's on, the less it goes. So you want to kind of do it high and it cooks really fast. So the most generic baking cooks really fast. There's different thick cuts, thin cuts, all that stuff. So it's a little bit different. Not every piece is going to be perfect, so remember that. So that's probably going to be my last piece, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 pieces. Plus I cut them in half, so I don't have to use more bacon for another. I can just cut these 2 in half and use this 2 for one sandwich. So I'm going to do that probably too. I don't need to use a bunch of unused bacon that I don't use. Yeah. Some of it's soggy, some of it's not, but you know, it goes with the bacon pretty much. Kind of want it a little crispy, not too much, but a little bit. I never had raw bacon. I never ate it raw, so that's a good sign that I know what I'm doing. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good actually. So we're gonna stop using that. All this water, grease and shit. Dump this out. Kind of want to put it to the side because it is hot and it's gonna smoke if you start using water and try to scrub it and shit. Unless you can get like a wet towel, or not a wet towel, like a dry towel, or you can, you know, take all the grease off that way. It's easier. But yeah, I think you can do it that way. That's what I do sometimes because I don't really need to wash it. I just get all the grease off and all that stuff. So we need bread, just regular bread, white bread, you know, just normal sandwich bread. We need butter. If you want to grill it, if you want to, it's a lot better if you grill it. Butter, you kind of want it soft, not hard, like in a refrigerator, because it makes it harder to get on the bread without splitting the bread in half, like putting holes in it and shit. So you don't want that. It's kind of annoying. So this is kind of hard, but you can use your finger, get that like that, and rub it on. That works too. It's the easiest way instead of waiting, like if you're in a hurry or whatever. So you just like using chalk, pretty much. You just do it that way and just spread it around. That's what I do because I don't really have butter laying around outside the refrigerator, so you just do it that way. My cooking is pretty good, I think so. I don't really cook for others, but you don't need a lot. You just put it around enough to where it can cook and grill, like just pretty much like that. That's good enough for one. You want to spread it all the way around the middle, and then you do the same thing to the other bread part, whatever the fuck it's called. Just want to spread it all around. Do all that. You can actually see it on the bread, so you'll know, what's good enough for you. So this is the second part. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the other part downwards, and then you're gonna put this part like this. So when you flip it, this part cooks. That's what you're gonna do. You want that to warm up already, so warm it up. Watch. I'll show you guys real quick. So you want this part, can't see it, to go like that. So there's no butter on this part right here. Then you put cheese. Not a lot, just enough to cover it. Okay, and I got rotisserie seasoned chicken breast. That's what I got. That's what I'm using. I use pastrami and a lot of different things. Put some pepper on it. I put garlic, salt. Not a lot, just put in a little cut. That's way too much. You don't need a lot because it is spread around. And then you want to take one piece like that, put it on there. That'll work for now. Okay, then I use ghost pepper. Okay, now I'm gonna cut up the bacon. You're just gonna pull it apart or whatever. So you just peel it apart like that. You got two pieces. Now it's on there. And you don't need a lot of ghost pepper. You just need enough. Like I wouldn't put a lot because it is hot. It does. It's not really that bad, but it is hot. So you need something to drink with it. Unless you don't put that much and you really don't need it. So you just put a little bit on there. I'll show you guys. Motherfucker. God, I hate my fucking phone. So just a little bit. I like a little bit enough so you can taste it. That's good enough. And then you put this part where the butter is, top side up. You put it there. Kind of smash it a little bit in, get under it, make sure it's not sticking, check it, just flip it up like that. Look, it's already done. So you need to flip it. Yeah, perfect, right there. Get all this crap up there. You don't want that sticking to your bread. That'll be done in like within minutes, literally within minutes. And that's just one of my things that you guys should do. Your ingredients are pepper, everybody has that. Garlic salt, a lot of people have this. Just regular garlic salt, nothing special. This, you don't really need this. You can have pastrami, ham, honey ham, anything. This is very cheap, it's like $1 or $2. Extra hot ghost pepper, mustard. And then just cheddar jack cheese or cheese or whatever. You can do the slices, cheeses or whatever, that'll work too. And you can do smoked, sliced bacon. See, it says smoked and sliced, so it's already cut. I have another one where this one, I think it's the same thing, but it's not smoked. This is just, see, it says thick. These are generic, so they're really good. So they don't taste generic, but they are pretty good for me at least. So, and then you are done. See? Oh, wait, that's kind of done, kind of not. See, done. So that's one sandwich. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna cut you guys off for that, because you guys don't need to watch me do 3 of them. You can just rewind the video or skip ahead or whatever you guys want to do. Make sure your bread is not smushed. It's not good. So you just want to grab a piece of it or use a knife and spread it around. Very simple, not hard. Leave your burner on because it's going to cook really fast. So you guys want to, you know, spread it around like you're coloring something, just like side to side. That's the easiest way to do it. So it looks like that. Just try not to make it, you know, sporadic, because it's not all of it's going to cook. And you want to do the other one next before you start putting it on, because you're going to be in a rush. And it does cook pretty fast, because the bread with the butter is, that's how it's cooking, you know. So you need butter, and you put it on the bread, and that's how it grills it and all that stuff. It'll watch it very carefully, because they do cook fast. Depends on what temperature you're on. I'm on like 5 or 6, 5.5. So put it on. Cheese again. Not a lot, just enough. Just enough right there. A little bit more than that, but. Spread the bread and spread this up thing. It's hard doing this with one hand, so bear with me a little bit. Put some pepper on it, some garlic salt. Do it that way. Garlic salt. That would be a good place to put you guys. Okay. I'm kind of racing against the clock, so that's why I'm moving so fast. So somewhat. Don't forget the bacon. Need the bacon. Break it. Put 2 on there, or maybe 3. Depends, you know. I got enough for 3 sandwiches, so I can put an extra one, like right here. Smash it down a little bit. I'm gonna have to flip this right now, because it is, I feel it smoking already. Okay. See how fast that cooked? That's very fast. So that's gonna be done. This is an easy way to get out burnt stuff. I'll show you guys in a second after this is done. It's not really burnt, but I'm gonna show you an easy way to get it unburnt. So when it is already burnt, you don't have to replace it with something. You can just scratch it off, which you pretty much do. You scratch it off. Okay. I think this is done. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys the trick that I was just, you know, figuring out. So you see it's a little bit burnt. So what you do is you just do it like that. See, it's lightening up. You scratch it off, and it comes right up. Don't do it too hard, just lightly, like a pencil. There you see all that is burnt, and I'm done. Easy way to get burnt food off, like bread or whatever. Just scratch it off. That's for bread. I don't know for anything else. I have no idea. But I think that's it, guys. I showed you guys how to do it. So if you guys can try it, you guys will probably like it. It's really good. Just making sure you know, you have some, if you don't know how to cook bacon, try it out, but watch it very carefully. You want it maybe takes not even 2 minutes to cook if it's on very high. It's really fast, and you just flip it, do the same thing for the other 2 minutes or whatever, but watch it because it could get done faster than that. And then you put it, you know, away from you, and you know, that's all you pretty much do. It's really easy. So I would appreciate you guys watching this. Thank you for the 2 subscribers that subscribed. I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot to me. You know, it means I'm improving, and whatever I'm doing is working somewhat. I'm not a big YouTuber. This stupid ass glare. But yeah. So I appreciate you guys. And you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys. And if you guys have any suggestions what you want me to cook, I'll try it. I'm not the greatest cook, but I can cook decently. Yeah, I can bake a little bit, not too much. Alright, I will see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Later.